600 metres for the St Leger Stakes. Darren Flindell standing by for the first on a huge day, Tab Everest Day 2023 at Randwick.
Thank you very much, Tim. So the starter about to call them up now, about to call them in for the first on Tab Everest Day, with a robust crowd building up and the St Leger Stakes being run as the first race on the card over the distance of 2,600 metres, and Cleveland is our first race favourite, out to $4 now. There's been very good backing for Land Legend, a horse from the UK, specifically brought here to contest this race today by James Ferguson. And Land Legend is into 420 now, and Carla Poor is third pick. So they're filling the gates well. Moving in, Major Beale about $9 in the market. He's been easy with the dry conditions. Generally, he does prefer to get his toe in, Major Beale, so he's been easy in the betting. Apache Bell, backing up from a midweek run at Warrie Farm, goes in. And Cleveland, the favourite, is getting set. James McDonald in the saddle. James second at the moment in the Riders' Premiership, one win behind Nash Rawilla. Nash without a ride here in the first. Nash will be a kilo over on Derry Grove later in the Kosciuszko. Okay, they're all locked and loaded now, and the light is on for the first on Tab Everest Day on a beautiful day in Sydney, and we're ready to go. Stand by. Racing now. Major Beale. Major Beale's jumped out pretty well. Looks like it might lead. Benno's handy. Cleveland handy as well in a long rein. Torrance will park about fourth on the rails as True Marvel is poking up on the outside of runners. Then Apache Bell from Carla Poor, Land Legend. Parking on the outside of Raging Bull in the new stable now. And Outlandos last of all. So Hieronymus has Major Beale in front. Turning out of the straight, and the favourite Cleveland rolls up on the outside. He looks really relaxed, the favourite. A half length off the leader. Now Torrance has been able to drive into third right on the back of the leader. Benno fourth, one out, one back, and there was no spot for True Marvel, so he has to go forward now and sit outside the leader. Back midfield is Carla Poor, then came Apache Bell. There followed back in the field to Land Legend, has been really well backed, and he's tugging along third last in front of Raging Bull, and Atlanta sees them all. Major Beale leads racing to the mile mark, and True Marvel eventually got to second. Torrance third, and Cleveland looks like he wants to have a sleep there in the fourth position. Couldn't be any more relaxed, the favourite, followed by Carla Poor on the inside of the grey Benno. Further back to Apache Bell, Raging Bell, Land Legend, and Outlandos is the last one. So about 8 lengths covers the field, and they're almost at the halfway mark now. And Major Beale on the dry track today leads the way by a length and a half to True Marvel, followed by Torrance third, Cleveland still fourth, one out, one back. Now a run from back in the field. Looks like Land Legend starting a run, and Land Legend's going right around the outside of runners. Let go there by Tyler Schiller. So this heavily backed Land Legend moves up to Major Beale at the 1,000 and goes on with the job as well. Land Legend gets a half in front now to Major Beale. 2 after True Marvel, and now Cleveland with the pace dropping for a fraction. McDonald gets going on the favourite. So Cleveland strides to second. Major Beale third. More runs coming from back in the field. Carla Poor, Benno try to get into it. True Marvel's under the pump. Then came Outlandos. Torrance has been shuffled back from Raging Bull and Apache Bell. 600 metres to go. Land Legend and Cleveland, the two favourites, in a tooth and nail battle a long way from home. Then came the grey Benno going to third on the outside of Carla Poor. Into the straight, Land Legend on the inside of Cleveland, knuckling out a great finish at the 300. 2 lengths away to Benno. Land Legend and Cleveland, head and head they go inside the final furlong. There's still nothing in this. Land Legend and Cleveland clear from Carla Poor. Land Legend's kicking now. Tyler Schiller's taking control, and Land Legend will land good bets to win the St Leger Stakes, beating Cleveland and Carla Poor. Torrance fourth, then came Benno. Further back to Outlandos, Raging Bull, True Marvel, Major Beale, Apache Bell. Has that got you in the mood for Everest Day? What a great race to kick it off. They've run very fast time. There'll be plenty of records going by the wayside today. We'll just stand by for the time to come up on the main board, but Land Legend Tramber James Ferguson and handled by Tyler Schiller, who goes to equal second in the Sydney Premiership. What an outstanding ride by Tyler. He'll be on front page later on in the Kosciuszko. They've run the time of 2:39.87. That smashes the track record. Smashes it. 2:39.87, 35.76 the last 600 metres, and a big win to Land Legend, beating the favourite Cleveland. Then came Carla Poor.
So 10.32, first up in Australia.